Prince Charles Martin calls out Dillian Whyte. I'm all for it. Let's talk about it.
Push the weight in no flex. Flex alive is one in the six. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, trains out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Well, Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. What do we got here? Prince Charles Martin has officially called out Dillian Whyte. Read you this article as reported on our Boxing Scene. I'll put the link in the description. Charles Martin, Dillian Whyte ain't ish. That fight is a piece of cake for me. That's what he says. Former IBF heavyweight champion Charles Martin is ready to welcome Dillian Whyte back to the United States. Sky Sports recently reported that unbeaten prospect Jermaine Franklin was under heavy consideration to face Whyte on a card being planned by Matchroom's Eddie Hearn, with the event taking place on U.S. soil. Oh, say, can you see I'm coming to America? All right. Martin has been rebuilding his career since losing his IBF title to Anthony Joshua in 2016. He believes that a knockout win over Whyte, who has the WBC's interim title, will help position him for a world title shot in the near future. Joshua never fought the real me. This is Charles Martin speaking. Joshua never fought the real me. Taking that fight when I was hurt and unprepared is the biggest mistake of my life. But it's a mistake I'm going to correct before I retire. It's the only reason why I'm still fighting, Martin told Sky Sports. Knocking out Dillian Whyte would put me at one step closer to Anthony Joshua. Fury vs. Wilder 3 is happening, and then maybe a couple of fights in between. That winner in 8 in Joshua. So while I'm waiting, I want to fight the best available. And I want to welcome Dillian Whyte to the United States with another knockout loss. Whyte is an easy fight. He takes too many clean punches. All right. Unfortunately, Eddie Hearn didn't. I'm scamming through the article right now. Unfortunately, Eddie Hearn don't want nothing to do with me beating his man, said Martin. Whyte said he wanted an easy fight after getting his clock cleaned by Povetkin. I guess he don't want to get his clock cleaned again. Oh, so he's trash talking. Okay, he's trash talking. Okay. Let me get back to it here. Okay, so Prince Charles is trash talking. Hey, it's the heavyweight division. The big guns, the big guys. I like this fight. Prince Charles Martin last fight was on the undercard of Wilder Fury 2. He fought Gerald Washington and stopped him. He looked good. He looked focused. He looked like he wasn't on that marijuana. You know how that goes. But I like this fight. You know why? No disrespect to Charles. He had a title that he won under strange circumstances, but does Dillian Whyte wash him? I don't think so. When have you seen Dillian in the only fight I've seen him dominate, and he probably has. I'm gonna go through his record in a second. But he washed Lucas Brown. Washed him. Other than that, I've seen Dillian in fights where they could have gone either way. He's never dominated an opponent that I've seen. Now, if he has early in his career, maybe he has, but I'll tell you what. Why don't we do this? Let's go through his record. Let's go through it. This is Dillian Whyte's record. We're going to go through it. First thing, I'm getting this from Boxing Scene. So, you know, when you scroll up here, it says 28 wins, 19 KOs, 2 KO losses. 19 KOs. That's inaccurate. I'm going to show you. We'll start from the bottom. Tayar, he started his career in 2011. Tayar Mehmed. And I'm also doing this because people like to compare records as if that the record makes zero sense. Only fights make sense. When they're there to be taken, you take them. Tayar Mehmed, he fought him. The guy was 4 wins, 10 losses, 1 draw. Okay, you're building your career. You're gonna get guys like this to build your career. And he didn't even stop this guy. He won on points. Second fight was, I'm not even gonna attempt to say this name. Let's just call him Remy. He won that on points. Tony Visic, he won that on points. The guy with, Remy was 17 wins, 40 losses. All right, so already, please, let's not talk about anyone's record. All right, this is Dillian just building his resume, okay? But he fought him. This guy lost 64 times. He beat him on points. Christian Kurlev, that was a TKO. He didn't get his first actual knockout until right here. Gabriel Farkas knocked him out. So that's 1 KO. Let's scroll up. By the way, Gabriel had 23 losses. All right. Let's scroll up here. Sandor Baloney had 25 losses. All right. Thomas Mrazek had 49 losses. What the hell is going on in life? Okay, TKO. So that's 1 KO. He has back-to-back KO wins right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 KOs in a row. Then he gets an AJ fight. Gets an AJ fight. And the only thing I remember now, this is the fight where I've heard of Dillian Whyte. This is when I heard of him. Why? Because apparently Dillian beat AJ in the amateurs. And there's video on YouTube. I don't know if it's still there, but he stopped AJ in the amateurs. AJ improves. He's become the face of British boxing in the heavyweight division. Gets in there with Dillian Whyte. And Dillian gets stopped. And that's how I got to know who Dillian Whyte was. Oh, man. So that's how many KOs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm sorry. That's 7. 7 KOs, because this KO was when Povetkin, the 41-year-old man, knocked him silly. And before that, he fought Marius Wack, who is how old again? What's his age? 41. Marius Wack is 41 years old, but this guy don't want to fight King Kong Ortiz because he's an old man, right? Right. That make sense. I remember he fought Joseph Parker to a UD, but that was an exciting fight because it was back and forth. Derek Chisora, he knocked him out, but that was a hard fight. Oscar Rivas, he cheated him and had to fight Alexander Povetkin twice. So basically, this is I guess by today's standards, is this a great resume? Fine. Now I'm gonna tell you why I'm making this case, because let's go to Charles Martin. They both have 28 wins, right? It says Dillian Whyte has 19 KOs. I just proved that was not the case. All right, you don't have 19 KOs. Be honest. It says Charles Martin has 28 wins. All right, he has 1 loss by stoppage, and that's Anthony Joshua. This guy has 2 losses. One is AJ, and one is by way of Alexander Povetkin, the 41-year-old man. So let's go back to Charles Martin. He has 2 losses, one by way of AJ, which is a stoppage. He has 28 wins, 25 KOs. Let's scroll back. Let's go down and see how many KOs he really has. Dillian had what? 7 or 8. Don't matter. Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He has 13 knockouts. She has more than Dillian. All right, let's go through the resume. For all of you people that are so stuck on resumes, stop me when you see somebody you recognize. Okay, he knocks out his first 6 opponents or so. Okay, Alvaro Morales, that was a draw. Whatever. Okay, KO. All right, let's go up to, I know Joey Dweco, I know him. Let's go up to the vacant WBO, right here, NABO, okay. WBO, okay. Let's go here. When did he really win that belt? Yeah, that's right. He won a belt here, right? Goes up here. He was undefeated until he fought AJ. Al Heyman advises him to go get your money. What he got, like $8 million? And he got his money. AJ was 15-0. Prior to that, he just stopped Dillian Whyte. So it was Dillian Whyte, then it was Charles Martin, if I'm not mistaken. Let me cross-reference that. Yeah, it was Dillian Whyte, and then it was Charles Martin. Stopped him, right? But basically, the case that I'm building, he has a lost unanimous decision against Adam Kownacki. Fine. And then he had the stoppage for Gerald Washington. Okay. Basically, what I'm saying is, by way of the record, this is a good fight. This is a good fight. It's a good fight. So what I wanted to do was just show you that it doesn't make sense when people say, oh, well, what has Charles Martin done? He's done exactly what Dillian Whyte has done. Got in there and got stopped by AJ. That's it. The only thing that Dillian has done is talk himself into the limelight. Let's go, hey, let's go, Wilder. Let's go. Let's go. Well, you bring your ass to America, right? You've been on this rant talking about, when you and your husband saw Wilder, he didn't say, whatever, man. I'm not going to entertain that crap. It's crap. But you're coming to America. You might as well come and fight somebody of note. You might as well come over here and fight Charles Martin because people know him. This guy you about to fight, I have to think really hard who he is. And this is no disrespect to him. But at this level, being that people know you, you need to be fighting names, 100%. 100%. Sidebar, you could have fought Deontay had you fought King Kong Ortiz. He already softened him up for you. He said, man, go fight that guy, beat him, and then come see me. That's what he said. I don't remember what your excuse was, but please don't tell me it was because Ortiz was old. Marius Wack is older than him, allegedly. But that guy's 40, and you messed around and got in the ring with Alexander Povetkin, and what happened to you the first time? Let me remind you. This was you. I'm not on here to lie. This was you. That was you, man. That was you. Povetkin, first fight. All right? You are in no position to be calling shots like you think you are. Because that was you. And I don't care what happened in the rematch. It took you 2 tries to get off on Alexander Povetkin of all people. Holy matrimony. Holy smokes. Stop, man. Dillian, come to America and answer this call. This guy's calling you out. Here's what you can do, right? Beat Charles Martin better than AJ beat him. Make your case. That'll show us 2 things. That you're a better fighter than you was last time you lost to AJ. And AJ better take you a little more serious. Put yourself in a position. Running your mouth ain't going to do it. Charles Martin is game. He looked good against Gerald Washington. He looked good, man. Pause. So, man, stop singing, start swinging. You come into the States, fight somebody that people know. Turn some heads. The man done said your name. But I know you don't answer the call. I know. You scared of that Ortiz work. I know. Let me find out you're going to be scared of Charles Martin. And you know what? It's a good fight. Because he ain't no slouch. He just lost to AJ, but he ain't no slouch. So he's looking for smoke. He said your name. It's in writing. Come do something about it, man. Make that fight. I'm all for it. Out. Move!